send you this testimony so you can share it with you and with your team. If you hear any kids in the background, they are fine, but it gets kind of loud sometimes in here, so please bear with me with that. But I wanted to just leave you guys a message just to share my testimony. So, Dr. Wayne, I've been following you, I think, since maybe March or April. Renee told me about you, and I started joining the mass deliverance and just looking at your content on YouTube. That's how I started following you. But I had a one-on-one deliverance session with you in June. I was the one that came because I knew that it was a consistent pattern of me consistently getting evicted for many, many years. And also, I had been unemployed for a year. And I couldn't find employment. I kept receiving rejection emails. I wasn't hearing back. There was like no doors were opening up for me to, provide for my family. So I went through the deliverance session with you guys, and I didn't have any immediate change, but I stayed connected where I continued to get on, listen to your teachings, get on the mass deliverance, and even connected with Bishop Zimmerman in the church, because I felt like I needed to be under the right leadership. And I continued prayer and fasting. Now, before I did the one-on-one with you, I had the Lord showed me to go back to my old employer to that's where I was going to be working. So I went back, and when I went back, it was like the doors open. I pretty much had the job, right? Because I'm a teacher, pretty much had the job, and I thought everything was good. So school doesn't start until August. I'm thinking in my head, well, at least I have something secure in August. I have something to provide for my family. So then, a month later, the state took over, and they took over certain schools, and one of the schools was the one out of it. They made everybody reapply. And when they made everybody reapply, I did not make the cut. So I'm just sitting here like it was hard because I was like, Lord, I know that that you was giving me dreams. I kept seeing myself working at this school. And something just seemed kind of off. And the Lord had given me the instructions to stay still, don't apply for no other jobs, just to remain still. The principal at the school told me that he was going to try to, talk to them to bring me on. It's not guaranteed, but if he did, I would be working in a position I really didn't want to work in, but I was going to do it because I needed a job, right? Now, mind you, I was applying for different districts, different other teaching jobs. Nothing at all. So, as time went on, all of a sudden I started noticing that these principals and these recruiters started contacting me to send my resume in for different teaching jobs, but it wasn't at the school that the Lord gave me the dream. And I still felt in my spirit like the Lord was saying, do not apply to those other jobs. Just be still. Be still and just wait. I'm telling you, weeks are passing by, and to be honest, I'm kind of anxious, but I still kept listening to get on the mass deliverance, trying to keep my faith up, trying to keep praying and fasting. So what ended up happening was, this happened last week. I get this job offer from the school, and I got this job offer. They sent me a job offer letter. I did not even have to read it. Now, mind you, I had got denied the job. And I didn't have to interview again or anything. They just sent me the job offer letter, it was more than what I originally had made, but it was a position that I did not want. Now, mind you, the principal already told me that it might be a position I don't want. But during that time when he told me that, I prayed and asked the Lord for the position I truly wanted. I was like, Lord, create a position for me. Like, I know that it's already been filled, but I was asking him to create another position for me. And sure enough, there was the position that I wanted. So that day that I started off from there, I felt strongly like the Lord was telling me to go back to my principal and tell him the position I wanted. And normally in life, I just accept whatever's given to me and I'll just take it. But this time, it's like I feel like the Lord was teaching me, stop, I don't want you to be that way. I want you to open up your mouth and tell people what you want. Stop just accepting any old thing. So I told my principal, and he was so cool about it. And next thing I know, a few hours later, I got another job offer for that position. That position paid more than the other position. So here I am, and I want to share this too. Now, last year, I was unemployed. I wrote down a dollar amount of how much salary I wanted to make to live comfortably, to be able to still raise my kids and just be able to do things for my kids. Like, I don't want to be like a single parent and just struggling to pay bills and, can't take my kids here and there and can't just do certain things for them. So I wrote down an amount. God gave me more than what I asked for, well above than I asked for. Now, the original offer letter that I had signed as a teacher, it was about $30,000 less. So I'm making way more money. One. Number two, if I would have just not been patient and waiting on the Lord and went to another school, I would not have been making this much money. That I signed an offer letter for. I start in August. I wouldn't have been making. I would have been making what pretty much. Long story short, I'm making more than what an average teacher makes because I'm at this particular school that the Lord kept giving me dreams about to get into this school, and He kept telling me to stay. But I just thank God. So I wanted to share this with you guys to let you know that I appreciate you guys praying for me. I appreciate you going in and freeing up the blockage and things like that was hindering me from moving forward. And now, as soon as I start working, I'll be praying for the Lord to open up a place for me and my family, for our own place that we can stay. And I truly believe that what I was experiencing before is done. Just going through all of the evictions, just living below my means and experiencing all this rejection, it is done. I truly believe it. So thank you so much. And I just want to let you guys know that I appreciate you. And I'm going to stay connected because I still want to, I learned so much listening to your teachings. And I truly desire to learn more where I could be able to go back and help other people in similar situations or any situation. I could be able to help them learning from the teachings that I learned from you guys. So thank you so much.